Hitting the links, the LSU golf team returns to action this weekend after a 3-month midseason break. Head coach Chuck Winstead talked to Luke Johnson about this season so far and what to expect out of the team for the rest of the year.
LSU men's head golf coach Chuck Winstead recently has been named to Golf Magazine's Top 100 Golf Instructors in America, joining the likes of men who have taught both Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson. Coach Winstead sat down with me recently to discuss the upcoming season for the LSU Tigers.
Over the course of the year, if our guys continue to get better every single day, then we're going to continue to gain ground in the conference against our conference foes. That's our goal. Our goal is to get better every single day. If we take care of that, then where we finish in the conference in that event or any other of the events as we work through, we'll be just fine.
With a couple of the nation's top recruiting classes in the past 2 years, Winstead is looking forward to the future of LSU golf, but he's not worried about relying on his youth to win.
The best are the best, whether a senior or freshman. Now, clearly experience counts, but these guys have been playing junior golf all their lives. They've been playing at the highest level of competition. I don't expect, and they don't expect of themselves to go into any situation where they're going to feel uncomfortable. Reliance on a couple good classes of freshmen and sophomores, I got no issue with that. Looking forward to it.
The LSU golf team has made significant strides in SEC play under Winstead, finishing 6th and 9th in the last 2 years. But the coach is determined to have his team take the competition shot by shot.
In golf, when you look at the ranking of how we finish in the SEC, it's really just one event. So, from my perspective, how we'll finish in that event, I'm not sure. I know that we'll be prepared. I know that we'll work hard. I don't know how we'll finish in that event.
The young LSU squad will look to test itself in Gainesville this weekend for the Gator Invitational, where Winstead hopes his day-to-day approach will lead to success. For Tiger TV, I'm Luke Johnson.
After a solid first half of the season, the men's golf team has cracked the top 25 and is now ranked as the number 24 team in the nation. They look to continue their success this weekend as they head to Florida for the Gator Invitational. Well, it's time for our first commercial break, but when we come back, we have all of your intramural action from last night.
And later, we'll take a look at how the gymnastics team fared against Florida on Friday. Stay tuned. This is Sports Showtime on Tiger TV.
Welcome back. Here at Sports Showtime, we try to not only bring you action from LSU scholarship sports, but also from our peers' attempts at reliving the glory days of their athletic lives.
Out there last night, our Tiger TV team once again went down, but we'll start you out with a little more competitive action from last night. Let's take you to the highlights. Starting off the night, the first game, and one Sweet Dreams here. Ooh, that missed dunk, not too pretty. BYX comes back with a sweet shot from the outside. And one again, showing his ball handling skills there for the easy layup in. BYX looks to fight back with a little around the back pass inside. The jumper would prove not to be enough as they would still fall by 4 points to the and one Street Dreams.
In our second game of the night, pitted the Predators versus the Smooth Operators. Number 3 for the Predators knocked down the jumper. The Smooth Operators come back for dish inside. Did he call glass on that 2-point shot? The Predators come back and knock down this time for 3 points, but that wouldn't be enough as Smooth Operators played with them all night. Final score of that game, Smooth Operators 86, Predators 34.
Now for the rest of the scores from the night, it was a battle for the Acacia House as Acacia B got the narrow victory over Acacia Neo 26-24. In another frat duel, Pi Kappa Phi B beat Sigma Nu B 36-28.
Another victory by a narrow margin, Pike gets the win over Sig F Team A 51-49. Sigma Nu tried to avenge their A-team's loss with a big win over the Tiger TV's own Preparation H 50-26.
Southern Hospitality showed no manners as they beat the Cheese 45-37. The blue team was no match for Team Blitzkrieg as they went down 69-57. The freshman squad dominated the court against last night with a ridiculous 83-38 victory over the Shockers.
Moving from the rec to the gym match, the LSU gymnastics team was back in action on Friday. When the Florida gymnastics team came to town, they came in knowing that they had the Tigers' number, having not lost to the Tigers in 4 years.
However, the Tigers were not going to just roll over and give the Gators another win with their rivalry. Let's check out the highlights. Over 3,000 in attendance for the meet, the Tigers rocking on the vault with Susan Jackson getting a big 9-9 and ACK being solid as always with a 9-8-7-5. The Gators, on the other hand, struggling a little bit on the bars, opening the door for the Tigers. The Tigers took advantage on the uneven bars, scoring a season high that was anchored by Susan Jackson and Ashley Claire Kearney, each scoring a 9-9. But let's not leave out others as Sam Engel, Sabrina Francischelli, and Stacy Schwitzkes each scored a 9-8 or better on the bars to help out too.
The Tigers then overcame their arch nemesis, the balance beam, as both freshmen Gloria Johnson and junior Sabrina Francischelli notched season highs with a 9-8 and 9-8-5 respectively. On the floor, the Tigers shut the door on the Gators as ACK brought down the house with a 9-9-7-5 to back up the 9-9 already put up by Kayla Rogers to start the rotation. In the end, the Tigers had enough to pull out the big-time win over the number 8 Gators, 196-8 to 195-825. ACK took the all-around crown with a 39.625, and Susan Jackson took the vault and bars titles. Coach Dee Dee Bro is confident that her team will continue to improve.
You know, we've got some pretty tough tasks ahead of us, and I think this team is going to be willing to do the hard work and step up and do what it's going to take to make the improvements to jump in the rankings.
We now welcome in our gymnastics expert, Alex White, to give us a little insight into the Florida meet. How's it going today, Alex?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Great to have you here. All right, big win on Friday. What are your initial thoughts on the meet?
I'm very pleased with the win, but the Tigers still have a long way to go to reach their potential. This team is definitely a championship caliber team, and the Tigers will need to keep building up each week to really challenge for a title. Scores in the high 196s are fine and dandy right now, but will in no way cut it when it comes to the NCAAs in April. I was pleased to see a supporting cast on Ashley and Susan finally showing up and producing as a whole, as well as Gloria Johnson finally showing some of that potential Coach Bro has been talking about so much.
All right, well, besides the stars, Ashley Claire Kearney, Susan Jackson, who else is going to lead the team the rest of the season, Alex?
Well, the Tigers will be really need contributions of two girls in particular, junior Sabrina Franchicelli and freshman Gloria Johnson. Sabrina has competed in all 4 events this season, but has really yet to have a solid night in the all-around. It always seems that one event comes to bite her in each meet, and that she can't just quite contribute to the team total the best way she can. Now, freshman Gloria Johnson could be a rock-solid gymnast in the lineup, but has yet to find any sort of consistency. Coach Bro seems as frustrated as I do that Johnson just hasn't found that confidence or strength that she's fully capable of displaying. But I am confident she'll be fine by season's end.
Well, thank you for your expertise as always, Alex. Great to have you here.
No problem.
We look forward to seeing some big performances from the Tigers later on in the year.
Oh, definitely.
All right, now over to you, Brian.
Now, usually a trip to Hawaii means fun in the sun for vacation goers, but not if you're the LSU Lady Tigers softball team. LSU opened the 2009 season on the road in the Oceanic Time Zone Time Warner Cable Paradise Classic. Try to say that 3 times fast. In Game 1 on Saturday, LSU fell to UAB 5-3. It was a seesaw affair, but a 3-run homer by UAB's Amanda Allen in the bottom of the 7th inning put the game away. The second game of the night proved to be just as tough as the Lady Tigers faced Hawaii in the consolation game. Ashley Applegate swung the bat well on the day as her single tied the game at 5-all in the 7th inning. In the 9th inning, the score still knotted at 5. Applegate used her good eyes to take a bases-loaded walk and bring in the winning run for the Tigers. The final score was LSU 6, Hawaii 5. You can catch the Lady Tigers at home tomorrow. They open play in the new Tiger Park versus McNeese at 6 o'clock p.m.
There were plenty of big matchups in the world of LSU sports this weekend, meaning there were plenty of big plays, too.
Although it was tough, we narrowed it down to 5 big moments this weekend. Here are your top 5 plays.
Coming in at number 5, the women's tennis team swept at SMU this weekend. The duo of Falcon and Hedberg here with a nice volley.
Coming in at play number 4, the freshman phenom Neil Skufsky. Neil Skufsky clinches the singles victory for the Tigers and enabled them to take Rice 4-3 this weekend.
In at number 3, the man, Tasman Mitchell. He's going to take these threes from the outside and swish, making them all. Another one there.
In play number 2 was New Orleans Saints' own Drew Brees in the Pro Bowl this past weekend. Drew Brees throws that famous Hail Mary up to Larry Fitzgerald plays for the
Cardinals.
Arizona Cardinals. Fitzgerald went on to be MVP of the game.
Finally, at number 1, we had to give it to our girl, ACK, scoring a 9-9-7-5 on the floor against Florida here. That was beautiful.
Well, it's time for a commercial break, but when we come back, I'll sit down on the forum with 2 of Sports Showtime's analysts.
Stay tuned. You're watching Sports Showtime on Tiger TV.